Buying a home in the Valley? Here's 5 mistakes you may be making during the home buying process. Hey, I'm Alex, I'm your host, and today we're going to be discussing 5 of the top mistakes that I see buyers make when purchasing a home here in the Central Valley. One of the biggest mistakes I see buyers make is waiting until the spring or summer to purchase a home instead of the winter. Now, I understand there's a lot of reasons why people choose to move in the summer. If you have kids, sometimes it's easier if they're out of school, seasonal reasons as well too. However, there's a huge advantage to purchasing in the winter because you have less competition. And that's because there's simply less people looking for homes at the same time as you. So if there's less competition, that means that you have a better chance of getting a better deal on the home and not overpaying. Now, another common mistake I see is skipping inspections, particularly the pest inspection. Now, here in the Valley, the pest inspection is extremely important because we live in a very agriculturally based area, meaning that we have very sandy soil. Now, this type of soil mixed with our weather conditions is prime location for termites and other pests. So you want to make sure before moving into a home that there's no pest infestations, or if there is something minor, that it's something that you could take care of before moving into the home. Now, if you are interested in learning more about the home buying process, I do have a buyer's guide that is linked below that you can access, and it walks you through pretty much all the steps to buying a home. Now, another mistake you may be making is buying above your budget. Now, when you get pre-approved for a loan, you are approved up to a certain amount. But just because you're approved up to that amount doesn't mean that those are the homes in that price range you should be shopping for. You should sit down with your local lender and discuss what your budget is and realistically what you expect your monthly mortgage payment to be. So take that in consideration, come up with a number, and then you can talk to your realtor about the amount that you're willing to spend up to. That is not necessarily the same number as your pre-approval amount. Now, on the opposite end of that, I often see buyers have an extremely strict budget and are solely focused on the price tag. Now, it is important to have a budget in mind. However, sometimes it's worth spending a few extra $1,000s to get a home that you're going to be happy with and that doesn't have any issues, move-in ready, and good for you to go, instead of buying something that is specifically within your price range but maybe needs work. So you have to look at the overall cost, not just the price tag. You have to look at, as we mentioned, if there's any pest issues, what came back in the home inspections, what kind of repairs will you have to do, and if you're choosing to do any remodeling or updating, take those costs into consideration as well too. Now, lastly, if you've watched my other videos, you know I emphasize this all the time, but a big mistake you might be making is not using a local realtor. A local realtor is key to helping you find the right home for you because they're going to know the neighborhoods in the area, the different conditions, the different streets, school districts, everything. So you want to use someone that is from the area and very familiar with the community itself. Now, I know I touched on only a few of the mistakes that I've seen buyers make when purchasing a home, but these are some of the main ones that you want to watch out for when you go to buy your own home. If you have any questions or are interested in getting your home search process started in Stanislaus, Merced, or San Joaquin County, reach out to me with the contact information below. Or if you have any questions, put them in the comment section below and we'll get those answered.